Should the Jets go into win now mode?
No huddle, Wilson end zone, caught, touchdown, Elijah Moore.
What is going on, guys? My name is Tigo. Welcome back to Talking Jets with Tigo. And let me just address it. I shaved, I took it off, it got itchy, and it's hot in Florida, so I got rid of it. But before we get into the video, let's talk about subscribing, liking, commenting. If you haven't already, please hit the subscribe button and hit the like button. It really helps us beat out the YouTube algorithm. If you haven't left a comment on the video or any of my previous videos, please do. I respond to every single comment that's left on any one of my videos, and I would greatly appreciate it. I started the channel to interact with Jets fans and football fans from everywhere. So, yeah, let's get into the video. Should the Jets go into win now mode? I don't think so. The main reason is I look at there's two models of success really in the NFL, right? There's the San Francisco 49ers model up until the Trey Lance trade, and then there's the Los Angeles Rams model. And the two models kind of go in. The LA Rams one goes, you trade every draft pick that you have, you trade everything that you possibly can to acquire good players on expiring deals, and you just do anything in your power to get as many good players on a roster as possible. But in the process, you sacrifice and mortgage your future for the short-term gain. Now, obviously it worked for for the Rams. They won a Super Bowl. But there's always going to be that question of, are they going to be able to run it back, right? It's hard to win a Super Bowl. Let's ask San Francisco and the San Francisco model, which is you don't trade away assets. You keep drafting the players that you want, that you need. You build your players through the draft, and you have sustained success over a long period of time, and you're constantly in the conversation to win the Super Bowl. San Francisco, like even before Shanahan, when we look at the Harbaugh years, went to Super Bowls, went to NFC Championship games. They've always been in it. The only time they changed that model was to go get their quarterback in Trey Lance, and they believe in Trey Lance, and they should, and they traded a lot of draft capital and assets to go get their kid. But if I'm the Jets, I would like to follow a similar model to what San Francisco did, or even if you want to hit it a little bit closer to home, what the Patriots did. I believe in Zach Wilson. I believe in this coaching staff, and I believe in this front office to make good scouting decisions to pick the right players for this team. And with the way that the AFC is right now, it is going to be incredibly hard and incredibly competitive. When I looked at the Jets schedule, I thought anywhere from 8 to 10 wins is absolutely realistic and absolutely possible. We should be able to get 8 to 10 wins with the roster that we've built. That being said, I don't think 10 wins gets you into the playoffs this year in the AFC. With how stacked the AFC North is and the AFC West, and then you take into the consideration that the AFC East isn't filled with any chumps either. Even with Miami taking a step back, which I think they will, that's just statistics prove with the when you bring in that like Shanahan style of offense, that your team takes a step back offensively. They're still going to be competitive. The Patriots are the Patriots, but they're going to take a step back. Bill calling offensive plays isn't going to work. The Bills are serious. The Bills are going to be in the AFC Championship game against Kansas City, in my opinion. We're looking at the 1-2 seed right there. So it's hard to win. And with the AFC West going at each other's throats and really being competitive, and then you look at the AFC North, you have to assume that the Ravens aren't going to be as hurt as they were before. You hope that the Steelers finally have not the remaining corpse of Ben Roethlisberger, and that either Mitch Trubisky or Kenny Pickett can figure something out in that offensive scheme. The Browns got Deshaun Watson, and after the Deshaun Watson suspension, you're going to assume that he's going to come in and get the ball rolling in Cleveland. The Bengals just came from a Super Bowl. So, it's hard to win the Super Bowl, and instead of mortgaging the future and really going for short-term success, I think that the Jets should really focus on continuing the path forward. The expectation this year is just to get better. 7 to 10 wins, 8 to 10 wins is what I said before, right? If you can be in that area, show us improvement. The games that we're losing, keep us in those games. I want losses like the Carolina loss, the Tampa Bay loss. Those losses to me are the things that I want to see. I want to see us being competitive in those games all the way until the end. I don't want to see Patriots losses where they put up 50 on us. I don't want to see the Broncos loss like last year, or the Philadelphia Eagles game where we weren't in it until the very end of the game. I want to be competitive in games. I want to be in those games the entire way through. And if we lose, I want to be able to say, hey, at least we played well. Sometimes you just lose football games. And then next year we go into the draft. And then that's what I would say is year 3. After year 3, with the jump that I expect Zach Wilson, this coaching staff, and this front office to take, in year 3 is when you go all out. In year 3 is when you can trade first-round picks and your future assets and things like that for players that you want. It's not time yet. We still have time with Zach Wilson not making any money. We've got time. I'm not in a rush as a Jets fan, and I don't think Jets fans should be either. It's not easy to win games. It's hard. So let's make sure that we do the right thing. In Joe Douglas, we trust. Look at this draft that the guy just did, right? In Joe Douglas, we trust. Follow the process, and we'll be right back at the top for a sustained amount of time under this coaching staff and under this regime. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button and the like button if you like the video. And last but not least, go Jets.